Hello! This video is going to be a little different from my usual videos. I'm going to describe a feature that I've wanted the game to have for a long time, the progress I've made on that feature so far, and why I'm going to need some help in order to complete that feature. So, what exactly is this mystery feature? I'll explain. I've always been fascinated by video games that can connect to chat rooms so that the audience of a live stream can interact with the game that they are watching by typing commands in the chat. I've always wanted to add that type of functionality to Yandere Simulator, and recently, with the help of a third-party plugin and assistance from another programmer, I've managed to get this feature working. Well, almost. I'll explain. I've added a new menu to the pause screen called Chat Interaction. If you are streaming Yandere Simulator on YouTube, this screen allows you to tell the game to read your chat room so that your viewers can make things happen in Yandere Simulator by typing commands in the chat. In order to use this feature, you only need one thing: the URL of your chat room. The specific URL that the game needs is obtained by clicking the pop-out chat button at the top right corner of your chat room. After you've entered the URL, press the indicated button and the game will attempt to connect to your chat room. If it succeeds, you'll see the words "Connected to Chat" appear on the screen. The commands that the game is programmed to acknowledge are shown on this screen. I'm not going to describe each of them one by one, because I think they should be pretty self-explanatory. For example, if someone types "!clean," it will clean blood off of your body. It's worth mentioning that some of these commands require numbers to be typed after them in order to function. For example, someone can type "hair185" to change the protagonist's hair to her 185th hairstyle option. Every one of these commands is working as intended, and the feature is functioning exactly as I imagined it. But, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there's one problem I haven't managed to fix yet. You see, it takes time for the game to scan a message in a chat room. So the more messages there are in your chat room, the longer it will take to scan them all. If there are dozens or hundreds of messages in your chat, it might take multiple seconds for the game to complete a scan. This means that you would see the game freeze for multiple seconds every time it tries to read the chat room. The result is that the game starts freezing all the time and looks really choppy, and it stops being any fun to play. I've come up with two potential solutions for this. One idea is to limit the game to reading the chat room only once every 10 seconds. And the other idea is to let the player press a button to make the game read the chat room, so that the game only freezes when the player decides it's okay. However, I'm not really satisfied with either of these options. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I was only able to implement this feature because I'm using a third-party plugin and because I got help from another programmer. I don't have the ability to edit the plugin to make it retrieve messages from chat rooms in a more optimized manner. Actually, instead of attempting to edit the plugin and potentially break it, it might be a better idea to test out other plugins until I find one that is the optimal choice for scanning YouTube chat rooms quickly. But that would definitely take up a lot of time. It would probably be more efficient to just get help from someone who understands how to make Unity retrieve data from the internet. That way, I can focus on making progress with the game instead of spending my time researching plugins. So what I'm saying is that I've successfully implemented a new feature that I've wanted the game to have for years that does exactly what I want, but I can't officially include this feature in the game until I get some help with fixing a problem that is completely outside my area of expertise. Because I don't want to officially release this new feature until I fix the freezing issue, I have grayed out the button that leads to the chat interaction screen. However, I'll tell you a secret. If you highlight it and mash the E key enough times, you will move to the chat interaction screen. This way, you can test it out if you're curious about it, but only after acknowledging that this feature can cause the game to get choppy if there are tons of messages in your chat room. Hopefully, someone with experience making Unity connect to websites will see this video and offer me their assistance. In the meantime, I'll just get back to work on other areas of the game. Thank you for following the development of Yandere Simulator.